Good morning, everybody. It is a beautiful and, well, I was going to say quiet Saturday morning, but Mr. Rooster is definitely not letting us have too much quiet here this morning, but it still is very peaceful. And I'm really excited to not only tell you guys what this week's Wednesday's plant was, but I'm also excited, as you can tell, for the first week of college football for Tennessee. So happy Labor Day weekend, guys, and I am so thankful for everybody who participated in Wednesday this week. And let's go ahead and start talking about the plant. All right, so I had a bunch of answers. I think it was only a handful that were correct. Many of you still participated, even though it was wrong. So I'm really happy that you guys did that, because that helps us raise money for the Florida Wildflower Foundation. But I knew that this was going to be a tough plant, and I knew that there wasn't going to be a whole lot of correct answers, but it gives me a really cool opportunity to talk about this plant. And so what is it? This is actually Neem Tree. So if you've heard of neem before, it's probably in relation to neem oil, which is used in a lot of organic gardens for pest control. It does have some fungicide properties as well, which makes it a really good oil to be using for soft-bodied insects like aphids, mealybugs, and certain scales, because not only does the neem oil kill those insects, but it also treats the black sooty mold, which is a byproduct of those insects. So basically the aphids, let's use them as the example, are sapsuckers. So they will come find the underside of leaves, and then they pierce the leaves with the, imagine like a straw-like tongue, and start sucking the sap. Now what happens is, whenever they're done with that spot, they'll move on to another leaf. And just like humans, when we have a break in our skin, and a plant, when it has a break in the leaf tissue, it opens it up to being able to get disease. Now, the most common disease that we see after soft-bodied insects is the black sooty mold, and that's because those soft-bodied insects also make a byproduct of basically their poop, in a way, is a honeydew. So it's rich in, it's basically a perfect environment for some kind of fungus like black sooty mold to come in. We have a distressed and an open wound per se in the plant, and then we have the honeydew, which is something that will also feed the black sooty mold. So that was a long description about that process, but neem oil can treat both of those things. And when I found that I could grow neem tree in Florida, I got one. So like I said in the original video, this has been a very fast growing tree for me. It receives only probably 6 hours of sun, give or take. I'll kind of show you guys the canopy it's under. So this is all oak right here, and this is in the east. And then it has a tight window. The sun comes up over here, or passes through the day over here. And then eventually this oak right here will kind of shade it out a little bit, but it'll get dappled light or some light over in that direction before the sun sets. So it really hasn't needed full sun. I have it kind of in a somewhat mulched area that's a mixture of mulch and debris and ground cover. And I'll tell you what, I never have to water it. I think I did for the first month. I had to give it some supplemental watering, and at one point it did have some leaf drop from transplant stress, and it was just a dry time of year, but it really hasn't required a whole lot more than that. In fact, I usually don't even think about it until I'm making a video like this. So as far as harvesting this for neem oil, what you have to do is either take the leaves, and it depends on how you're trying to do it, and listen, I have not done this myself yet, so I'm going based off of what I was able to find online. If somebody out there is an expert at this, please shoot me some recommendations on how to make the actual oil. But basically, if you were going to make more of like a cosmetic type thing, because neem has some benefits for hair and skin. You would take the leaves and then crush those and then cook that into, and I'm not sure if salve is the right word, or some kind of texture that you would apply to hair and skin. As far as the neem oil goes, I've found some resources that say that you can try and press it from the leaves, but it seems, and what would make more sense to me is by pressing the seeds. So this has not fruited and seeded for me yet, but if it does, that would be the plant material that I would try and make oil from, which is basically what you get most of your other oils from, is the seed or the bean or what have you. So anyway, I just want to thank everybody again for participating in What Is It Wednesday this week. And I have notified the winner, so please check your inboxes, check your notifications. Depending on what platform you're on when you're the winner is how I can notify you. If it's a Facebook comment, I can't shoot messages, be the first one to shoot a message as a Facebook business page. So you'll see me reply to your comment. If it's on Instagram, you should have gotten a DM. And if it's on YouTube, it should be a comment as well. If you emailed me or sent me a message, then I would have replied to that. So please check that and don't miss out on a chance to claim your $10 prize. Have a great weekend, guys, and I just hope you enjoy your Labor Day weekend and get to watch some college football and have fun rooting on your team. God bless you guys.